Meeting is being recorded.
Hello team, this is a CDS UI sync-up session, and Sarah is going to go over the current mock-ups of the CDS Designer UI. Go ahead, Sarah.
Okay. Do you want me to start from the beginning as we have new members?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Please.
So, check. I'll start with the. I'll start with the packages list. Okay. As you can see, that our layout is divided into two elements. Let me talk about the main template of the application, then I'll go through the pages. We have the main menu on the left side that will contain all the links to all components of the app. And this side, the right side, will have the component contents. On the screen, we have the CPA packages list. From the screen, we can create new package or import a new one. And we have filtered the packages according to its status, as it's deployed or under construction or archived, as you can see here in these tabs. And also we can filter it by tags, and we can add the assertion here. And regarding the package data that we have here, we have this in the white box. This the information about each package will have the name and the last modified date and by whom. And here we have the deployment status or the package status, whether it's deployed or not. If it's deployed, you can see it here with this icon. And if it's not, this will be there will be no icon in here. And also we will have the contributors names, but now we have only the creator will be added. And also we can have each package have multiple actions, like to clone it or to archive it or delete it directly from the screen. And from the package box, we have also two links to go direct to it. We can go to the designer or the topology view directly from this button, or to go to directly to the configuration screen. But let me get first the scenario of adding a package. That will be creating a package that will load directly to the create page. And also the import will open the upload from the screen. And once it's uploaded, it will be directly go again to the same screen. But it's, of course, it will be filled with the package data. So let's go to create packages. That's great for the package list. Hello.
I see many questions on this portion. If no questions, let's continue, Sarah.
Okay. In the case of creating new package or also the imported package, after creating it or importing a new package, we'll go direct to this screen. This is the configuration page. Of course, it's here have the content of or the details of this package, but we will have here the main box in here in the top. We'll have some info about this package, and this box have a preview screen while we creating the package or designing the topology view, it will appear in here, and by clicking on it, it will go directly to a view of the created or designed topology. And here also we have the same information we have in the packages list with with an action button to the topology view and another action button to deploy. And we still here have the main actions for each package, the clone and archive and delete. Also, this info will be automatically here according to the package creator, which will be the current creator information. And let's go down here. We have here tab lists with metadata and imports and external system authentication properties. The first tab, yeah, I know we've edited it, but let me get the final one. Remove some key of the metadata, and this is the actual one. We will have the template name and its version and tags, like you can see here in the edit mode. And you can add a custom key. You can add a value, a name and its value by this action button here, and we can add more than one custom key.
And Sarah, instead of template name, you can just have name itself. You don't need to say it's the template name. It will be it's actually the CBA package name. So we can say name, version, and tag.
Okay, so I'll keep it only name. Okay. I think I will go back to the old prototype, as I didn't create the other information here. This is just to view the design style or theme for the package. Let me go to it directly. This screen will be for the import tab. And in here, we have list of imported JSON file, and we can import it by clicking this button with the import action too. And we can add a URL here. Just enter it. Will add it to this list, and of course you can delete it. And also you can view the code viewer here. And for the next tab, we still can add entry or import file or the same, just typing the URL and enter. It will add the properties here in this editor. Okay. Let's move forward to, we still have here the designer view, that if we click it on this button, we'll go directly to the designer or the topology view. Here it's kind of have a different style or layout, as we have many elements in this screen. I divided into 3 elements. I'm talking here like a developer, as we are dividing the screens to elements and components. So we have 3 components in this screen. In the left side, we have the action and function screen, action side, the controller. That contain the action list and the function that that designer or the developer can insert the action or drag and drop the function to this canvas. And here in the center area, this is our canvas that we adding the action and adding the function to it in this box. And the right side component, this is the action attribute. If you are adding an action to the canvas, it will automatically load this side with all the information about the action that you can add. And you can you can add multiple action in the same sorry, you can add multiple functions to the one action here in this box, and can create a relationship between the functions by clicking on the plus icon in here, which and drag and drop to the other function to create the relationship. And the relationship actually is the function here contains an icon that describes this function type and the function name and this function type. And of course, we will have another and different component here on the right side. Will have the information about this function. Each function, by clicking on it, will open its property component. Let me show you again in the old one. Okay, let me open it. Here, this is the function attributes component, and of course, we can collapse the controller panel like you can see here in this view, and just only having the function attributes open. And of course, as you can see, it will have the interfaces according to the type. It will have maybe the interfaces and artifacts and the other attributes about according to the function type. And of course, we have here the edit action bar, that undo and redo and zooming, and we can view the source of this template. And on this side, you can see this is a preview, just a preview of the canvas, not without any attributes or controller. And we can download this package or share it with another people. Okay, let's get back to the new components. But is there any question regarding these ones, these components?
I think that looks good. Let's go to the next.
Okay. We're having here the dictionary, data dictionary, but please, Yuri, if you have any comments, please add it as it's, we didn't discuss the view before. Okay.
I like the logo.
Okay. Which logo? Our logo or this icon?
The data dictionary.
Oh, okay.
The world. That's pretty interesting. Good.
Yeah. This is just an icon, not a logo. Okay. I applied the same style like we have in the packages list. Just again, you can add it or create it according to the component. You can create a new one from here.
I see. Yes, that idea of AT&T Open Config, which is basically a library, right? Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So if I click on AT&T or OpenConfig, I'll get data dictionaries within those libraries, right?
Sorry?
You have all AT&T and OpenConfig.
Yeah, here on the top. Yeah, I filtered according to the type on top here.
Right. So this is
I see, I don't
basically
know. Yeah.
like a folder library that contains all the resources that are tied to OpenConfig or AT&T.
Yeah, it will
Okay,
filter.
good.
Yeah. Are we gonna have more than these types?
Yes, we can have more than these types, but the main idea is that the UI will be able to correlate to which library these resources are tied to.
Okay.
So I think this is good.
Okay. According to the resource type list, it will be added here in this tab. That's why I'm asking, because as you can see, we have. I don't know if it can extend to after this space or empty area. Okay. We will have a figure. We can figure it out if we have more than the shown area here. No problem. After that.
So here, okay, so you have, the dictionary name, right? The data name. I don't know
Okay.
if it's going to be useful to have strings and the other stuff. I think you probably want to keep it consistent where you have, can you show me again your package?
Package. Okay.
Yeah, main view. So here you have packages, then you have users, and then what do you have?
The last
Template
modified
view
and the option
or
button.
configuration, right? And
Yeah.
okay, I would keep it the same way. So if you go back to data dictionary, I would keep it also just data name, who are the contributors to that, and then view it or edit it.
So just I found it that it's, I think it's important info to know, or you, what do you think?
Can you repeat the question?
I added it here as I thought it's important info to know about this data.
If it's a string, for now, I think don't include it. I think we should not include it.
Okay.
I think the data name should be enough. Because even that data type sometimes it's a complex data type where it's a list of complex data types. So not only you have to provide the data type, but also the entry schema. So I would say that you should not include just the data type here, because that doesn't tell me the full definition. What could be helpful, I don't, maybe, saying the data type and what sources are supported for that data type, like, AI
The source
or
type?
the source types, yeah.
The source types like
That might be beneficial, but again, I don't know if it's needed here. I think for the main view, just if you tell the data type, if you tell me who created it, and you can give me the view and edit capability from here and clone, I think that's good enough. The only other thing that I would say is that you probably want to specify what library it's from. Is it from AT&T or OpenConfig library?
I've added in here this icon or the logo.
Oh, okay. All right, very good.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move the data type. For about the creator, I've added in here the last modifier it's consistent according to as we did in the packages.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's available inside if you move to the details.
You said it's available or not available?
Yeah, this info about the creator and the creation date will be available inside the dictionary details page.
Right.
Okay. Okay, and of course we have here the bundles. The thing I want to ask about is what actions for the data dictionary we will have.
So edit, clone, and view. So same actions as your packages. What actions do you support in your packages?
Okay, so and delete. Do you have delete for dictionary?
Delete as well. Yes, delete will be there as well.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, let's get to the view here. Okay. So if you click on the in any box, we will have this screen, the view, which we have here. The resource type icon as we have in the list before, and of course the name. And sure, we will remove this data type from here. And I've added the last modification as we have previous in the creation date and user creator, the creator. And of course, I will change this action button like you mentioned, the delete and the clone. And of course, this will be only in here. I will remove the archive.
Okay. So one thing, Aruniti, can you demo the data dictionary for us? I would like to capture what you have done with the current implementation.
I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, let Aruniti is gonna share. I want to make sure we capture, because what we did is a way where you can view data dictionary like you have, but also manage the sources, which I don't see here. So I wanna have Aruniti demo the latest UI so you can see that implementation that we should capture here.
Okay, sure.
Hello?
Yes?
Are we waiting someone or something?
Yeah, Aruniti is going to share the data dictionary screen.
Okay.
Application is just starting. Give me one.
Aruniti, your voice is a little bit faint. Can you come closer to the mic?
Yeah, is it audible now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, so actually I was starting the application. Just a minute.
Very good.
Yes. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yuri, there's no backend connection, no? So I think I just show.
Yeah, it's okay. You can just show that. So, Sarah, here you can see you can upload a resource, new resource, and existing model. So existing model is our clone. New resources you have covered. The only thing that we want to do is also add the import capability, okay?
Okay, Yuri, sure.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Arunati.
Hmm.
So this is our layout right now, this resource metadata, and you can toggle back and forth between the open editor mode or the source view mode. So we want a source view mode, and also we want a form that's open editor mode, right? So this is what Arunati has implemented already. So it's already supported. So you can add like the resource name, tags, data types, entry schemas, required, and description. And then also what we can do is, you see on the right-hand side, there's source options. Those source options are basically source capabilities the backend gives us to us. It tells us we support, let's say, ANI instance, we support SDNC MDSAL, SDNC database, and you can drag and drop it to the source panel, and that will make it available as an option for this specific resource definition. And then you can expand it, and you can also add the metadata for this specific source capability. Okay, and at the end of the day, you can delete this source capability if you want, or you can save it. And at the end of the day, I can say that you can also view all the content in the source view. So all the way up, if you go to the editor, you'll see all the content that was defined. Arunati, can you copy one example and just paste it in the in here, and so we can look at the form mode?
Sorry, Yuri, to interrupt, but I have one question. As I created this screen for the resource catalog, I thought it was for the resource, not the data dictionary. I have a screen
But
for this
the
form,
data
but
dictionary is the resource.
okay. So let me show you the one I created for the resource catalog. So I will replace it for the data dictionary.
Okay,
But instead
let me finish. Let's finish with this demo, and then we'll go back. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. Arunati, can you copy one definition and just paste it there so we can take a look?
Yuri, do you have it handy? I mean, if you have it, can you just?
Yes, I do. I have something I can ping you. 1 minute. It's loading. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ping it on Rocket Chat.
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. Okay.
see now?
Yeah. So Sarah, you can see here you have all the source options, and it has all their definitions, and it allows you that drag and drop experience to adding sources. Okay. Any questions, Sarah, team, on this screen?
No, you're here, and I think it's the same as I made it for the resource, but I will add the editor inside the source in the source list. This wasn't available in my design.
Okay, and any changes you make in the form will also be applied in the source view as well. So just FYI. Okay, thank you very much, Arunati. Sarah, why don't you take presentation and go ahead and share that as well.
Okay.
انت راح هناك على ابو حميد تتوضى ولا تطلع على طول؟
Okay. In my design, I split it into two tabs. Upload the editor mode button. Okay. The metadata here, we have this information. And for the sources, I have it like this one. I've added the source option here on the left, but I have added the search, but I have list of the source option we have, as we can add multiple, or our user wanted to see not want to see more, not the hidden ones. That's my from my experience. So here we have the source option lists, and user can select and add it to the list in here. This is the list. The one I will add is to add an icon for toggleable bar line here or row, and add the view of it. It's open with the code editor. But this will be my change in here. And for the editor mode, it will open in a pop-up like this one.
Okay, so the only question I have, why can we combine metadata and source, like basically have the same implementation we currently have, or do you see benefits to this approach of splitting it up?
Just a way of splitting the things that or the actions we made in one screen.
Right, so in one screen you have metadata and source selection.
Yeah.
Do you see any disadvantages in that approach, or you think that
we can merge it together, but if we have but yeah, maybe, yeah, but we still have a long scroll on the page.
So if you take a look at the current master, it has all those screens layout. If we can you provide an updated of data dictionary file? Essentially, what I'm trying to make this as simple as possible for the users, not to click on one dictionary, get all the content out of it. If he needs to add additional sources, he can do that in one screen and not jump around in two different screens.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Arunti, do you have any feedback from your side?
I can't hear your voice, Arunati.
This looks good, Sarah. No feedback from my end.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So very good. Sarah, do you have any other screens you'd like to share? The catalog one?
I will show it to you, but I think the wrong one, as you mentioned here, that the resource one was for the data dictionary. But let me show the data dictionary. If it's maybe it will be the opposite one as I made now. I don't know, but I have these screens.
Okay,
from
this
other,
would be like
yeah.
more to the catalog itself, I think. Yeah.
So I've
I
made it
don't
the
see
opposite.
Swapnali here, but what I can, if you, actually, Arunati, are you able to click on the catalog screen? Can you, is it accessible for you? Maybe you can share it as well.
Let me see. Yes, it's accessible. Should I share the screen?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, can you create new catalog? Okay, so here, Sarah, you have the catalog information, right? Model, tags, definition type, derived from, description. I can say some of the information that you see from dropdown, like definition type, definition form, they're coming from the backend itself, okay? And also, what I wanted to say, definition is a free form where you can provide your definition. So the screen you shared is more tightly coupled, I would say, to the catalog screen. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So what we want is that consistency where we can, you know, create. This is our form. We, if we want to also view the content of this form, there should be a button to view source as well, and then we save this information. Okay, and within our catalog, I don't think we have implemented this yet, but we should have something like the main dictionary or package form where you can see a list of catalogs in our section. And the only thing I want to add, there are different catalog, I can say libraries as well, different folders of catalogs. So let me, maybe I can quickly show you what I mean by that. 1 second.
Shall I stop sharing my screen, Yuri?
Yeah, I'm going to take presentation. Okay, so there's a catalog of node types. Okay, there's component node types. We have source capabilities, and then we have also Tosca nodes, and of course VNF network connectivity. So a catalog of node types, and then there's a catalog of data types. Okay, and also artifact types that we support. So I think if we can categorize our catalog into this set of sections as well, that'll be great. Do you have any questions here?
I'm typing these notes. But these options are not listed on the creation screen.
They're not. So it's if you look at in the creation screen itself, when you click on it, you can create a specific type of node, okay, or you can create a specific data type. So it's part of the it's not an option of creation. It's within the creation instance that you can define what type of catalog entry that will be. Itself. So maybe I'll show you one example. So you can see there in R, when we provide our information, there's a derived from, and we provide Tosca artifact implementation. In here, we are saying derived from, and this is another type of artifact. So let me show you a data type. So this is resource assignment, and then there's property definition, and then which is definitions, and then we have a derived from, which is Tosca data type root. Okay, so when they define their catalog instance, right, and they can select the derived from, and that will either save it in the data type, or it will save it in the artifact type or node type itself, whatever that catalog that we're creating as an entry. Okay. Any questions?
And the relation type, is it listed?
Relationship type also has a definition of derived from, which is Tosca relation group.
Okay.
So, Arunti, maybe can you share that screen one more time?
Sure, Yuri.
Okay, see there's a derived from and definition type. Those two things will drive where we enter this information in the catalog.
Okay, I got it. And the user ID, what was it?
Say that again?
The user ID of, I will type it manually, or it.
User ID is, I think, is the creator of this thing. So,
So it will be
I don't think
automatically
today we
rendered.
capture it, user ID.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we
It should
capture
be
today user
an
ID.
automatic received data.
I think we should add it, but it's not captured today because it's usually a one-time thing that we do. We don't capture it today.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the editor and the below section, if I
Say
select
that again?
the editor in the bottom of the page, yeah. So with
We
the my
usually,
selection, yeah.
so let's just have a consistent design. So the editor is going to be, like in data dictionary, it was on top of the page, right? So you have in your designer mode, you have something called view source, right? Or view, something like that. And so just keep it consistent across catalog, data dictionary, and packages, how we are able to access the actual source view.
Can you say it again about the source, as I don't have sources in the before component?
So when you do packages, right, you also have source view.
Source view.
Yeah. In your package design, in the designer screen, right? If you select.
Okay. Okay, I got it. But it will be different as we have different design in the designer.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is that source view is basically the editor view of the source view, right? Where you can see not the editor view, it's actually the source view that you can see all the actual content. The editor view is by default, so what I'm trying to say is just let's keep it consistent.
Okay, do you let me get it as long as I got confused in here. Do you say it if the code in this editor will be according to the selection I made, or just a code I'll copy and paste it?
The content you can copy and paste in the you see that editor is for the definitions. So the model tags, definition type derived from is metadata, and then you have content, which will be under properties, is captured in the below screen.
Okay, sorry, Yuri. Can we create a new catalog to see the full scenario?
Let me show you how that will look like. 1 second. Let me take something, and I'll give it to Arunati to share. Okay, Arunati, can you share that?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, one question, Arunati. From your perspective, do you have everything you need to get started?
Yes, Yuri, I think the seed code is checked in. So after it is merged, we can start.
Okay, very good.
So I should paste it here.
You can just show it. You don't need to paste it. I will explain.
Okay.
Okay. So, Sarah, you see we have description, version, attribute, config, snapshot, required type, and all that other information, right? So everything after description, all the attributes and goes to the definition section of this, okay? And then if you go all the way down, we also have things like derived from, which will be part of the metadata itself. So can you go all the way down? Yeah. So all this stuff, all of this attributes, properties, definitions, all of that is part of this text here. Can you keep going down? All right. So let me just make sure I see this properly. Okay. And then there should be something about derived from components. I don't see it here. Let me see. It should be all the way in the bottom. It says derived from Tosca node components. Oh, there it is. So that will be also a selection on metadata. You see we have derived from right now null. So the user will select derived from Tosca component. All the information of what this content is part of this definition and here inside this text. And then the derived from will tell us which component is part of. You add a description, you can add a version, and then you are basically adding all the content of this definition, and that's it. That's all that's needed for this one.
So let me define what I've got so far. So we here this code is one of two steps to create a catalog. We have the above form and this editor, right?
Right.
Okay.
So the metadata is capturing what type of insertion you'll make in the catalog. Is it going to be part of your node types or your components, right? Is it the data type? Is it an artifact type? Or is it a, what was the other one? Let me check. The other one, is it relationship type? So between those four selections in the metadata, you're defining what type of entry you're making. And then the content is going to be provided inside this editor here. And it's a free-form JSON content that you can just paste and then save to create your catalog instance.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so the main thing when we display the main UI with all the catalog live information, I think it would be good to kind of say this is part of data type, node type, relationship type, and artifact type. If we can able to do that, that'll be very good, because those are the 4 different libraries we currently support. And Sarah, I'll ping you the 4 libraries that I'm referring to.
Canon, let me check the information, the important information I will add to the catalog books. Can we go up in this screen? Okay, so we're having a name and tags and the type, the catalog type, right?
The type, yes, and
Yes.
the from.
Sorry?
The type, definition type, and definition from.
Okay.
Description.
No, I mean the books of the list, the list of the catalog.
What are the categories of catalog you're saying?
No, I'm saying the list. We have list of the catalogs. So I'm adding some info in each box of a catalog. So I'm defining the data that will be added in each box. So I'm having here the name, the tags, the catalog type, right? I'm not talking about the editing mode here. I'm talking about the list.
You're talking about the list. Are the list for
like we mentioned okay, can I share my screen to get into this point?
Okay.
والله يعني متعبة روجي؟ نو نو ولا حلو عارف انت لو طلعتها دلوقتي
I'm talking about the screen, the list.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm defining all the elements in each box we have here. So again, let me list them. We have the name, the tags, the catalog type, right? The last modified and modified by whom? Okay.
That's correct. What I was thinking, like in your, can you go to the dictionary?
Yeah.
Layout that you had?
Okay.
Okay. So in dictionary, you see how you have AT&T and OpenConfig?
What? Okay. Yeah, the types, yes.
Okay, I want to have the same thing for node types. Okay. Or they're basically components. So node types. The other one will be data types, right? Because if you select one library of node types, you will see all the node types here. The other one is going to be a set of data types, okay? And the other one is, artifact types and also a relationship types. So those 4 different categories.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking that we would have as the 4 different, or you can see everything.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. And then you can say the data, the model name will be model name everywhere, right? The person that created it, and then you can say view or edit.
Mm-hmm.
Or clone. Or delete. View, edit, clone, or delete.
Okay. Edit, view, clone.
And what I'm trying to say is that we should have a consistent type of
that's what I'm talking
design.
about. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll show the design if you think we will split it to save the same consistent in the application. Okay, can you see it? Like this is split it in here, but please ignore the content of this page as it's seen the wrong
Yeah, this is
wrong
fine
data.
for the catalog. For the catalog, I think this is fine. Just change it to the catalog content.
Okay, sure.
Okay, but data dictionary, I want to basically reuse whatever Runity did. I think that will be more appropriate to data dictionary.
Again, I got misled here. So this is for the resource. I'm suggesting this is for the resource, not for the data dictionary.
No, this is going to be for the catalog, right? So just change the name to catalog
Yeah.
creation, right? This is your catalog, model creation in the catalog, which is good.
Yeah.
So you'll just change the information. I don't see any issues here.
Yeah.
But for the other one, for the resource one, right?
Yeah,
I think
the opposite,
change it to
yeah.
what Arunity has pretty much done. I think that's more appropriate.
Yes, but merge the metadata with the sources, right?
Right, and I'm thinking that we should not separate metadata and sources. I think it should be one
Yeah,
view.
I will gather them together in one.
You might want to have different tabs. Say this is metadata and this is source, right? Below that, you want to have that drag and drop experience that Arunti displayed as well, and then the delete of the source instances as well.
Let me suggest you to make it multiple so I can have both add multiple sources and again can drag and drop one by one. So can I have both options in here?
If you would like to do so, if you do add multiple, if you select multiple, how do you put them on the source? Add to the list. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
But I'll add the option to drag and drop one by one. Too.
Right. So it's a drag and drop experience, or you can select it and do add to list.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So that's all I have I've got today for the components. So I'll make the changes, and when can we discuss the config management?
Config management, let's do it like Thursday. I don't want to rush config management yet. I want to settle on these four core items.
I'll just to finish the design only, not to implement it directly. As long as I wanted to end all the design now, so maybe the developer can work on just the design, and will apply the theme and coloring after they make the changes.
So
Just to save time.
let's talk. Do you want to do Thursday, or you want to do earlier than that?
Maybe tomorrow after our meeting.
Okay,
that's I think it's not that much bigger than the other components.
But we didn't finish all the designer stuff, so there's more designer stuff that we need to do, right? Like the data dictionary mapping, the auto mapping stuff.
But I know about the changes I made. I'm talking about the one I have no clue about it.
Okay. I see your point. Yeah, we can talk. Let me tell you what time I'm available. I'm available 9 a.m. Eastern. So before our status call, I'll send the invite, okay?
Okay, sure. I'll be there.
All right, thank you.
So I think by tomorrow I'll finish the added elements I've got today. I think I can show it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, if you send out the link, what I'll do is I will share the link with the team. Okay.
The one I invited you lately, I automatically updated, so you can check it day by day to see the changes.
Okay. No, just let me know if you make any changes, so I can even say where the changes are, or you put it in the CDS channel saying I updated this screen so that the developers are aware.
Okay.
Okay, this is very good. So Arundhati, from your perspective, you can start. Let me just see. Mary, Mike, Paul, or Tanner will discuss at some point what you guys would like to do. And then I think Ravi, you're working on runtime, so you are not impacted by this discussion here. All right. Thank you all for joining, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Sorry, Yuri, sorry, you have Sarah meeting that will interrupt with tomorrow's meeting.
You have a meeting for tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
We have it together. It's our weekly meeting. That's Tuesday and Thursday.
No, our meeting is 9:30 on Tuesdays.
I don't know. Let me check. It's an hour time.
Thursdays, it's at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, so it will be just 30 minutes?
Yes, it'll be just 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yuri, I have this question, regarding the creation of container.
I can. You're faint again. Can you speak up, Arundhati?
I was saying regarding the join this container elements. Maybe Ahmed was able to try it.
I cannot hear you, Arundhati.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little better now. Go ahead again.
Regarding the join.js container elements, which I was not able to get it up right. So I just want to check if anyone tried. I mean, Ahmed was able to try it, or
I will. Sarah, can you check if Ahmed tried the join.js join.js fusion test between two components? Or let me send an email. I'll send an email and I will get that clarified.
yes.
Okay, very good. That's a very good point, Arundhati.
And I have provided few comments on the check-in which Shaban made. Maybe you can go through that.
I saw that. Shaban, let me know if you have any questions there. If not, if we can make those changes, that would be great.
Yes, the reviews from Arundi is very good. We will do it. Some points that we need to discuss after maybe something like Redux. I want to have solution where we were talking about this points. Now I'm working in the packages module. Um, what I'm doing now is just isolating the components, like the tags and searching the tags. That's all. For the points that we need to discuss with Rondi, I think that we should have some solutions before the discuss it.
Okay. And Shaban, when do you would like to discuss that? Is this something for tomorrow, for Wednesday?
I think maybe for Wednesday, yeah.
For Wednesday? Okay. All right. Very good. I can
Thank
set
you.
something up for Wednesday.
Okay. Please, Yuri, use my orange Gmail, not Gmail. Okay.
Orange one? I think I only have your. Oh, I have your Gmail. Okay. Do me a favor. Just ping me your orange email in the on the Rocket Chat, and I'll use it. I'll delete it from my Outlook. I have your Gmail for some reason in Outlook.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Any other questions? So I'll take the action item for setting up the next meeting for Wednesday as well. And I'll send the email right now. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.